Imagine a Middle East where neighbouring countries talk to each other, trade with each other, invest in each other, and prosper together.
This is a region of the world that lags behind in trade investment flows. It's not a wonder to any of us in this room why job creation here is not as strong as it should be. We can focus on the challenges, or we can discuss how we work together and create opportunity. What we're hoping to do is build a community of business organizations and companies that will drive private sector growth in this region. The Middle East Commercial Center can be a hub for commercial activity that will generate jobs and create opportunities for a lot of people in this region.
The Middle East Commercial Centre is a new alliance of more than 60 business organisations from nearly 20 countries, including the United States, working together to advance projects and promote public policies that will build stronger economic bonds throughout the region.
The good thing about it is that businessmen all over the world actually speak the same language. When you sit together, you're talking about, how can we both come out of this with a win-win situation.
The first time in the modern history whereby the private sector in the region together with the US Chamber are taking our destiny in our hand.
The goal of the Statement of Principles is that this serves as a broad, very high-level document that unifies us all together.
It's the first time since many, many years that it's an initiative which is purely owned by the private sector of the region, and with the US Chamber, which is actually leading that process. And in a way, it is really showing that there is an economic life here, that there is a vibrant business community that wants to move, that wants to develop, that wants to create.
The Middle East currently has the lowest levels of intra-regional trade anywhere in the world.
The Middle East is a natural market, one integrated market. Yet, doing business among Middle Eastern countries is much harder than doing business among non-Middle Eastern countries. The restrictions and customs and requirements for intra-regional trade is very high.
The Middle East Commercial Centre promotes intra-regional cooperation by working together to improve the movement of goods and services, to improve the movement of people, and to help strengthen the pillars of growth that contribute to strong, stable countries.
If you open the investment and trade, the new opportunities will come for all of us.
It's no secret that an economically integrated Middle East will be a more prosperous Middle East. And that will create greater security in and of itself, as well as prosperity for everybody. That's the core belief that's behind the vital efforts of the Middle East Commercial Center. By breaking down barriers to trade and talent, we can build bridges to opportunity for all of our citizens.
The Middle East Commercial Centre links the region to the wider world, including the American business community.
The Middle East Commercial Center is a really important initiative for US companies. Anything to facilitate trade, to break down trade barriers, is going to be to the benefit not only of those companies, but also for the individual economies.
This initiative is really not only for Jordan or Lebanon or Palestine. I think it can solve the regional prosperity problem, and if you have prosperity, you will have peace and you will have harmony.
Israel has always been an island because we have a very small local market and no regional market. The same goes for the Palestinian Authority. And working together in the region, we can create together a very powerful economic power.
For us as Palestinian private sector, it's important to come to network, to intermingle. As politicians meet and try to strike agreements, we, the private sector, also meet and try to strike commercial agreements that will enhance peace chances and offer the best peace dividend and the most lucrative peace dividend.
There's a lot of energy in this room. What you're seeing is that people are throwing out ideas. I'm challenging them to embrace those ideas and show leadership. Here's the deal. You are now going to help chair or help create that Women in Business initiative. And before we leave here, I want some ideas from you on how to make that real. Whether it's women in business, whether we're talking about special economic zones, whether it's looking at new trade vehicles, lots of ideas are coming to the table. Who else is going to join her? Wonderful. It's very exciting to see what's happening here. The energy, the excitement to do something different, to look at opportunities for change in this region.
Imagine, the potentials are tremendous, and not just to the Palestinians, but also to the Jordanians, to the Turkish, to the Lebanese, to the Egyptians, and of course to the Israelis.